we're back. You're probably wondering why we're not in Kansas City.
We are currently at home. So yesterday, we're going to tell you guys, if you've been following us on the channel, you know we had bought tickets, hotels,
we were all set to go
flights.
to Kansas. We had looked at the places to go eat.
You had done a ton of research.
We were going to go to Q39.
There was barbecues, everything. We're excited for the Titans. We had our blankets, our coats, everything.
We were so ready for the cold weather.
Yes, we were so prepared to be there today. So we go to the airport yesterday, and Toronto, literally, so we leave at 2. And at like 12, probably like 11.
We left our house at like 11:30 because our flight left at 2.
Yes, and a huge snowstorm. Like
it was
probably
so
the
stormy.
biggest...
Like even going to the airport, the roads were terrible. Like it was such a bad storm here.
Yes.
And it was a storm all day.
So we had the Uber driver ended up getting it takes about an hour to get from downtown Toronto to the airport.
We were surprised that our flight was even going to go.
Yeah.
We thought it was going to be canceled, but it was still on time and like they were going to go anyways.
Yeah, so we're at our gate, Kansas City. There's a bunch of Chiefs fans everywhere. We're getting excited, kind of getting that like adrenaline is pumping, and we look outside and it's not looking great, but like she said, we're still gonna go. So they ask everybody if they want their bag checked to the final destination because they had to bring in a new plane. Now the crazy thing is we're actually not going because of the weather. There was actually an engine failure. So we get on the plane 45 minutes late because they couldn't find the pilots. We get on the plane about 3.
Yeah, they couldn't locate any of the crew members.
Which just didn't even make sense.
For like an hour.
They were hiding.
So.
They were hiding at Tim Hortons.
They finally got there, and then everyone clapped because we had been waiting for the crew for forever.
Yes.
And then they load us all on the plane, and we're sitting on the plane. We're sitting on the plane for 20 minutes goes by, still like nothing in there. And then like a half hour goes by, and they're like, sorry, we're just like struggling to de-ice the plane, but we'll be ready to go soon. Mm-hmm. And then a little while later passes by, and then they start the safety video. Yeah. On the plane. That's
about an hour after we've been sitting there.
We must be going, but then.
Yeah. Stuff. So essentially, after the safety video, we wait probably another 45 minutes.
Yeah, we were on the plane for like an hour and a half to 2 hours or something like that.
Yes, and then they come on. And they say, hey, I'm sorry, everybody, we had... And this is the crazy thing. It wasn't even weather. So the engine that they had in whatever plane we were in, apparently just, unluckily wasn't working. There was something wrong.
They tried to, get it fixed. They brought in
new
people.
The thing they brought in to fix it was also broken. And the other backup thing they brought in to fix it was also broken. There was 3 things broken. So that this plane could not go. We would have went before the weather because there was a flight to Philadelphia. There was flights before us.
Flights were still leaving.
Yes.
Yeah.
So then after that gets canceled, we have to obviously leave the plane. There's a bunch of upset people. Don't be. I'm just gonna say something to other people. Don't be the guy who freaks out at the flight attendant. It's not the flight attendant's fault.
I know. One girl just started her shift.
And people just suck. People just suck. If you're angry and you're mad that you're not going on your trip, okay.
It's not the flight attendant's
I get it. It's not the flight attendant's fault.
It's not like the people that work there. It's not their fault.
No, it's nobody's fault. And no one wants to go fly and you could potentially crash the airplane. That's the thing. How much do you want to risk your life to see a football game? Yes, I love the Titans, but I was not willing to risk our life. So we end up going to the baggage, and then they couldn't find our bag.
So we got off the plane, and then we still had to go through U.S. Customs and then fill out a form, even though we didn't even leave Canada.
And then they don't know where our...
And then we had to locate Brett's bag because he checked it. Just because it was a very small plane.
Yeah.
So then they said that they were holding all the baggage, and they said just rebook your flight, and that your bag will follow you with you.
What they don't know is no possible rebooking because most of the flights that night from Toronto got canceled after because the storm even got worse. Mm-hmm. There was no flight possible to get us to Kansas City before game time. So we had absolutely no use to go to Kansas City. So we waited for our bags. We took the train home, and that is what happened. Essentially, that's why we're not going to Kansas City.
We were so tired by the time we got back.
It was a miserable day.
Because we sat in that airplane, the amount of time it was going to take us to get from Toronto to Kansas City.
Yeah, it was a terrible, terrible experience. But this is what I was thinking. Usually in moments like this, you kind of feel like maybe we weren't meant to fly today. Maybe there was somebody looking after it. I don't think that 2 random engine things just happened. I feel like there was something with the storm. Random things happened, and it's a good thing that we did not take off in that plane. That's why it
was a little scary because the runway was still covered in snow and everything.
Completely, yeah. So when we got home safe, we were both very, very happy.
So we're watching the Titans game from home.
We're watching it from home. I was able to sell the tickets.
Some pizza.
StubHub fees are crazy, but I was able to sell it. And we're not going to freeze today, and we can still watch the Titans. So I think that all the negatives that happened yesterday are going to lead to an extreme positive, and the Titans are going to win today. We also, shout out to United, they gave us a full refund on everything.
They didn't even give us a voucher. They gave us our money
They gave us our complete money back
really awesome.
For the flight, which is great. The whole Expedia also gave us all of our money back.
Yeah. We were even we were supposed to check into a hotel that day, and they still gave us our money back.
Yeah. So essentially, that's why we're not in Kansas City. That's why you're not going to see a vlog. But hey, we're here. Moral of the story.
This is our vlog for today.
Don't cry over spilled milk. So we're not going to sit and be pouty today that we can't go. We're just going to be happy. I'm excited. We're going to get our favorite pizza place. We're going to have a great time.
We're going to be warm.
Enjoy the game, everybody. And hopefully the Titans win.
Yes.
Right?
Hopefully we'll be doing a reaction video tonight. We'll see.
I think we'll do one either way.
Okay.
Win or lose, you'll see us again today.